Good morning, everyone. This is episode 230 now on Tuesday, the 6th of July. Barry here in Georgia with you once again in the studio. And this is the second week of lockdown now, possibly a third week next week, but we will keep you updated throughout the morning on the show. Well, minus Alec again. Alec, hope you're watching, mate, and keeping well. And thanks for tuning in. Well, today, the cases are going up again. Well, let's check it out.
Let's check it out. You keep talking, Barry.
So last week on the show, we talked about the COVID cases and looked up on the website where the COVID cases were and the suburbs they were in. Now, what is displeasing is when people had parties when they shouldn't have. And joining me now in the studio to discuss all of this and people breaching COVID rules. Good morning, Georgia. Welcome to episode 230.
Thank you, Barry. It's good to be here for the second week. A bit of change of scenery for our Tuesdays again. So we were just out before when Barry was having some breakfast, and they were on the TV. They were talking about the partying, like Barry said, that's contributing to the potential further lockdown past this Friday. So here, Barry, did you want me to say the cases that I found?
So we're going to tell you the cases that were found, and it's not looking too good, Georgia.
Well, yeah, I'm not too sure, but I think they come out today at 11 with the most updated. So we'll update more then. But it looks like in the last 24 hours there's been 33, 33 with that are linked, and then 2 that they don't know the source.
So 33 plus 2 equals 35.
That's right.
Okay, so.
But we know 33 of them where they came from, which is a positive thing.
Okay, so guys, when we are in a situation like this, it's no good having parties or people at your houses because you're not only making it hard for the Premier and the ministers to make the right decisions, but keeping the rest of Sydney in lockdown, and that is not very good news at all. Here's my offside.
Yeah, it makes it very hard for the doctors to advise the government on what to do when people are having parties, which are obviously not allowed during lockdown, so it's hard for them to tell what's working and what's not if they have these super spreader events, because it doesn't reflect kind of normal lockdown conditions, which makes it hard and also unfair, like Barry said, on the rest of us who want to go out and maybe travel locally. It's very unfair.
So it makes it very hard for the rest of Sydney. So if we can obey the rules on the northern beaches, there's no reason why you idiots can't do the same thing. Here's my offside.
Yeah, I think that everyone for the most part is doing the right thing, but then those people that aren't doing the right thing are just reflecting on kind of the lockdown extending and reflecting badly on everyone else that's doing the right thing. So I think they were saying that even in quarantine, in the past few days at the Meriton, there were a few people from different rooms joined in one room and had a party in hotel quarantine, which is very bad. So yeah, it's not looking good.
So it looks like we could be doing the show here next Tuesday too, but we will keep you updated today on all of this. Here's my offside.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they can just continue to maybe monitor the next few days, and those people that are positive stay in lockdown for 2 weeks, and everyone else gets a little bit more freedom on Friday, as they first said. But we'll see what happens. Either way, we'll figure it out next week, I think.
So, so, um, so please, people, do listen to what Georgia and I have to say this morning, because it is really disrespectful, and the same with rugby league players too, doing the wrong thing during this difficult time. Here's my offside.
Yeah, there's a lot of news about the rugby league players who also had a party, and then they were trying to be hidden when they got found out. They have been fined, but it's kind of too late for anything to happen because a fine's not going to stop the spread. So yeah, it's really important to expose the people that are partying and doing the wrong thing, because otherwise everyone would be breaching the rules, I think.
And and please don't just go behind people's backs and think this is all a big joke, because it's not. Here's my offside.
No, it's very real, and we want to make sure that we keep everyone safe, even though we have, especially in the disability sector, we have a lot of people who are vaccinated, but that doesn't take away the vulnerability of some people, as well as the aged care facility that's going through an outbreak at the moment. So it's definitely not a joke, and we want to make sure that we keep everyone safe and healthy. We're taking this very seriously.
So we will keep you updated throughout the morning here on the show, because this is very important, because we want the lockdown to end, but fingers crossed, hopefully the rule breakers, as we call them here, or the idiots, rule breakers, let's hope they get fined and told to think twice before they party, or even invite their friends around. Here's my offside.
Yeah, the rule breakers are definitely preventing us from being out of lockdown this Friday. So we want to make sure that we're calling them out. And I'm pretty sure you can't even have, is it 5 people, Barry? 5 people at your house? Not sure. I think it's including the people that live there. So there's really no restriction that allows for people to come over and have a gathering. So make sure that you're all following those rules.
And also today we'll be talking about ways of combating the lockdown, and if you're getting depressed, here's my offside.
Yeah, there's definitely the potential to be bored or get depressed or kind of struggle during lockdown, especially if you live alone or spend a lot of alone time during lockdown. So yeah, I brought some games today that Barry and I can play later. That can kind of boost the lockdown. You can play games at home. What else can you do, Barry?
Well, you can cook,
Yeah.
watch movies, things like that. Here's my offer.
Yeah, cook, watch movies. You can go for a walk. We might go for a walk today as well. Play some games. Yeah, you can exercise as well. Yeah, just you can get out safely, but also do things at home. You can look up online activities. I'm sure there's a lot of resources for lockdown activities.
So now I have some news to announce on the show. Well, you probably all heard by now that very shortly my production of this program will be moving up to Queensland. I do not know when it will happen, but it's definitely gonna happen this year. For nearly eight, 8 years now, I have been producing some of the programs. And before I had this, I didn't have this. I had someone holding a camera, and I had to keep changing batteries all the time and SIM cards. But now technology has changed. Okay, so I can bring the videos to you with a click of a button and have it on the YouTube screen in a couple of hours. So the reason I'm saying that I am going to be shifting my production of this program to Queensland is because I've been offered a place in Bray Park in Queensland. Okay, so I give my permission for my offsider to share that news.
Yeah, so as Barry said, he's been offered a position to go and live up in Queensland, which has been something that you've been talking about for a while now. So it's very exciting news. We're definitely all going to miss you down here in Sydney, but I think that you're pretty excited and should be looking forward to the next few months of change for you because you've been here for how long have you been in this house?
Well, this is my 8th year now.
8 years. That's a long time. You looking forward to the change?
I am actually,
Yeah, it's exciting.
but my productions will not be stopping. It's like when Channel 9 moved from Willoughby to North Sydney. Okay, so I will be moving my productions from the studio here in Sydney to Queensland, and it's an exciting time for me, and I'm looking forward to that. But don't cry yet because you've still got me for a little while yet. Here's my offside.
Yes, we don't know how long we've got you for, but hopefully in the upcoming weeks you'll have a bit more information on that, and then we can start crying. Is that right?
Well, Yes and no.
Yes and no.
So we're gonna take a break now and come back with the second part of the show. This is episode 230. It's coming up to 20 to 10. It's Tuesday, July the 6th. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show at nearly a quarter to 10 here on Tuesday, July 6th. Barry and Georgia with you here in the studio this morning and at the summer care home in Balkan Hills in Sydney's West. The third person we believe has tested positive to the COVID-19 virus. Very dangerous indeed. So, the advice we'd like to give to you this morning is you are working in an aged care home or a group home such as this, please wear a mask. Here's my offside.
Yeah, I think at the Summit Care, it's the third staff member that's tested positive, and I believe some of the residents have as well. But they're residents that have been positive have been vaccinated, so their symptoms are, if at all present, they're not very strong, but it's still definitely not a good thing. So yeah, you want to make sure you're wearing your mask if you're working in a group home like this or aged care, as well as either getting vaccinated or working on getting vaccinated.
So, on Friday, we are supposed to be ending the lockdown, but we will wait and see what happens. Like we said before the break, we could be here next Tuesday as well, but we don't know because the numbers could bounce up and down like a bouncing ball, like boing, boing, boing.
Good.
So please don't get your hopes. Please don't get your hopes higher and don't get excited because the lockdown may be extended for another week, but we will give you an update about what will happen about Friday, and I will also myself give you an update throughout this week as well. Okay, so please be patient, everybody. We know that this lockdown has been challenging for everybody, but not me as such, but those who are itching to get out. We know it's frustrating, guys, and Georgia and I are going to keep reminding you again that this lockdown is quite a serious. So we know it's frustrating that you want to get out, guys, but please be patient. We know that it's very difficult, frustrating, and you're thinking, oh no, not again. But the most important advice we'd like to share with you now on episode 230 is please take each day as it comes, being good thoughts, don't get frustrated, Okay, like Georgia said in the opening segment of our program today, there are lots of games for you to play, like Monopoly, the guessing game, the trivia which you brought.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no excuse not to say that you're bored. Okay, because the more you say you're over this lockdown, the worse it will be. Okay, so please do take it day by day. Okay, day by day. That's from the Godspell soundtrack.
There you go.
Okay, take each day as it comes. Okay, please be positive. Don't be vigilant. Don't think that the lockdown's going to end any time soon because you don't know what the Premier is going to be announcing. Okay, so all you've got to do, guys, is listen to your updates and things like that. And look up on your website where the exposure sites are and that sort of thing. It will give you an idea, ladies and gentlemen, on what to expect. Okay, and we will be listening to the premiere at 11 o'clock this morning. In just under an hour from now. Okay, so it is very important to look up on your website about where the cases are, how many cases were detected over the past 24 hours. Here's my outside.
Yeah, make sure that you take every day as it comes. As Barry said, I think that's very good advice. And have hope for the future, obviously, but don't hold out for lockdown to finish when it does. Just take it day by day and focus on what things you can get done rather than what things you can't go do. It's definitely a good time to get tasks done around the house that maybe you've been putting off for a while. Just make sure that you watch all the updates and keep up to date with what's happening. Like Barry said, at 11 o'clock every day they come out with some more advice and the new numbers. So we'll watch that in about an hour and maybe put a little update at the end of this video about what that says.
So please don't be angry about it because there's nothing you can do about it. Here's my outside.
Yeah, it's very out of our control to the point where, we can't control the numbers as such and what other people do, but we can definitely control what we do. So make sure that you follow the rules and then we'll be able to get out sooner.
So patience is the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. We know it's been absolutely horrendous, but guys, once something starts, you cannot stop it. Here's my offer.
Yeah, but the nature of the virus is definitely that once you're exposed to it or once there's a super spreader event like those parties that have been happening, you can't stop it. So make sure that you're following the rules as best as you can.
So if anyone is caught breaking or breaching the rules, it will be a $1,000 fine. Here's my offside.
Yeah, even if you have your mask under your nose or under your chin, you still get a fine. So make sure that you're following the mask wearing rules, the social distancing rules, and the essential work and travel rules as well.
And if you are caught not wearing a mask, it is a $200 fine. Here's my offside.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers exactly, but Barry does. So $200 if you're not wearing a mask, and then is it $1,000 if you travel? Is that what it is?
1,100.
Goodness, yeah. So you definitely want to stay at home if no other reason that motivates you to stay home. Definitely the fine should be a big deterrent. It's a lot of money.
So you don't want the police knocking on your door and issuing you with $1,000 or $1,100. Here's my offside.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be caught doing something that you shouldn't be doing, and have the police find you. They definitely are out. I've seen a lot more police since we've been in lockdown traveling to work. So you want to make sure that you're not doing the wrong thing, because they will find you, and they definitely are finding people. I think they give an update about that as well at 11 o'clock.
So we might take a break now and get ready for the update and come back. You're watching episode 230. It's Tuesday, the 6th of July. Right now on the show, on episode 230, to lighten things up a bit, we have a food idea for you. It's called meatballs and spaghetti. Now, who loves meatballs and spaghetti here?
Me.
Let me know us down below. Let us know down below here. Now, what are meatballs? Now, you probably made them at home yourself or brought them in the supermarket. Well, they're round balls made of mince, pork and veal mince, and even chicken mince. Now, to tell us more about that, these delicious meatballs, here's Georgia.
Yeah, you can get meatballs and any type of meat. I think you can even get some fake meatballs if you're vegan. So you can get chicken, like Barry said, veal, beef. Um, yeah, you can get all types of meatballs, and you can have them on their own in spaghetti. You can have them with veggies. You can do a lot with meatballs.
So we're going to share a couple of recipes with you now. But first, let's talk about the meatballs. Now, meatballs, you simply add some mint, some egg, breadcrumbs, parsley, onion, thyme, mixed herbs, you name it. And then you mix all your ingredients together, guys, and then shape them into balls, okay? And then shallow fry them, and then you can finish them in the oven, and we can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that meatballs and spaghetti are a good meal. Here's Georgia.
Yeah, so we have
Welcome back. Before we go on to the recipes, we have a bit of trivia for you.
Yes. In the text abbreviation, what does the O stand for in IMO? Is it orange, officer, opinion, or overload? IMO.
Opinion.
That's right, opinion. Good job, Buzz. In my opinion. Want another one?
Let's have another one.
What name is given to a CD case? Diamond sleeve, jewel case, gem pack, or pearl envelope?
Can you repeat, please?
Repeat the question and the answers.
Yeah.
What name is given to a CD case? Diamond sleeve, jewel case, gem pack, or pearl envelope?
I reckon jewel case.
Yeah, good job, guys. Want another one?
Let's do another one.
Let's do another one. Alright. Let's find one.
So see whether you can play up one at home with us.
In which TV show are you allowed to follow Ozzy, Sharon, Kelly, and Jack? The Newlyweds, The Osbournes, or Party of Five?
In a party of five.
The Osbournes. You know Ozzy Osbourne?
No.
Good guess though. Alright. Which insects are kept by hobbyists for their production of honey? Bees?
Bees.
Bees. Quick answer. Good job. Want another one?
One more and
One more? Alright. Which of the following would be used in candle making?
wax.
Oh, good job, Barry. That's all.
And whilst you are in lockdown, guys, if I can just get Georgia to hold the game of
Next one up.
it's called general knowledge. So there it is on your screen there. Okay, you can order that online too.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
And another game which will show you too. There's lots more.
We've got plenty of games here. What's this one, Barry?
And this is a movie quiz. Let's say I have a go at the movie quiz.
You want to have a go? Can I leave these on your tray?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I will pause that. Welcome back. Now it's time to test your memory on movies. Now, let's see whether you can get many answers as you can right. Here's my offside.
Yes, alright.
So on we go.
On we go.
Question 1.
Question 1 is, Marilyn Monroe starred in which of these classic movies? Citizen Kane, Some Like It Hot, South Pacific, or Casablanca?
Casablanca.
Some Like It Hot.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, that's alright. Who played Vito Corleone in The Godfather? Have you seen The Godfather?
Pass.
Pass, alright. Let's see what else we have. Have you seen Wayne's World?
I had.
You have? Alright. Which actor played Garth in Wayne's World? Mike Myers, Dana Carvey, Rob Lowe, or Michael DeLuise?
Pass.
Pass. Alright. Have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No, so
No, that's alright. Let's find one that you know. What have we got here? Have you seen As Good as It Gets?
no.
No. Alright. What about, hang on, you might know this one. Hugh Jackman is best known as which of the X-Men? Beast, Cyclops, Wolverine, or Magneto?
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Yes, Barry. Good job. Very nice. Have you seen Monsters, Inc.?
No,
You haven't seen Monsters, Inc.?
no.
No? Alright. The 1964 film Zulu is set in which country? England, Canada, South Africa, or Australia?
Not Australia.
Not Australia. Where do you think the word Zulu comes from? Out of England, Canada, or South Africa?
I reckon Africa.
Yeah, that's right. What else? Oh, the movie Casablanca takes place during which global conflict? Iraq War, Vietnam War, World War One, or World War Two?
World War Two.
Yes, Barry. Very nice. You want another one?
One more and then we'll get back to the recipe.
One more? Alright. Let's find a good one, shall we? Let's see. Have you seen Lost in Translation?
No.
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yes.
Okay. Actor Anthony Daniels is best known for playing what Star Wars character? R2-D2, C-3PO, Mace Windu, or Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I'll try A.
A. It's C-3PO. The more you know. Is that all? All you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright.
So there's the two games you can order online to add to your games collection, guys. So we're going to move. We hope that you will buy those games, and we've got the Monopoly here.
Yeah.
Surely you must have that in your collection here. And so there are plenty of games which you can play during the lockdown. Now it's back to the recipes. Well, before the quiz, we spoke about meatballs and spaghetti. Now, you simply add a couple of kilos of your favorite mince, okay? And then some eggs, some onions, some breadcrumbs, and some carrots, and things like that, and mixed herbs. Then you mix all your ingredients in a bowl, and then shape them into meatballs. And you can shallow fry them or bake them. I reckon shallow fry and then put them on a grazer, well, paper line baking tray and bake until golden brown. And you can serve the meatballs with spaghetti and a tomato sauce with some grated Parmesan cheese. Here's my offsider.
Yes, Barry, that was very close to the recipe I had up on my phone. Yeah, so if you want to make some meatballs this lockdown, there's not a lot of ingredients that you have to go buy from the shop. So when you go for your weekly shop, that your essential weekly shop, pick up those ingredients, the ones that you don't already have, mix them all together.
And meatballs, guys, are perfect for a party. Okay, children's party. Grab a packet of toothpicks, okay? Stick a wooden stick and dip them in tomato sauce. Here's my offside.
Yes, when you're out of lockdown, meatballs are also a good meal to have. They're very easy finger food, so you stick the toothpicks in them, like Barry said, dip it in some sauce, and you can feed a lot of people with it. So you can get your practice up in the next few weeks, and then when you start having parties, they're always a good snack to have.
And what about berry bread, ladies and gentlemen? That is so easy to do. Okay, simply get some slices of bread, butter them, and sprinkle hundreds and thousands on the bread. And who doesn't love berry bread? Here's my offside.
Yes, berry bread and meatballs. What a good recipe, Barry.
And if you feel like making sausage rolls and pies, well, the pies is just like making a bolognese sauce, okay? Spooning it in some pastry. And if you've got a pie maker, buy one at the shops, make your own favourite pie. Here's my offside.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can buy frozen for parties that can be easily made fresh from home, like with the pie maker, or you can just use maybe like a cupcake dish, a big one, or a muffin dish, and put your puff pastry in that and make some pies as well. So there's a lot of party food ideas there, Barry.
And what about sausage rolls? Buy a packet of frozen puff pastry or flaky pastry. Okay, get some good quality sausage mince from your butchers. Okay, don't buy the cheap, nasty stuff, guys. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, make sure that if you're going to make it from home, that you get the best ingredients for it, so it will taste the best. And yeah, it'll be a fun activity to make sausage rolls from home.
And sausage rolls are good for parties as well. Take them along on a platter with some glad wrap along with the pies and berry bread. And another recipe idea is frog in a pond. Now, get some Freddo frogs, make up some jelly, okay? But don't let it set completely, okay? What you do is grab some Freddo frogs from the shop or buy a family-sized packet of Freddo frogs, make up the jelly as directed on the packet, guys. Stick it in the fridge for about half an hour, but don't let the jelly set completely. Here's my offside.
Frog in a pond. Can't say I've ever had one of those, but sounds good. Sounds like it's pretty easy to make as well. So that's also a good idea for party food.
So it's coming up to 20 minutes to 11 here, okay? But do stand by now for the Premier's update. We will, however, be bringing you the case numbers at the end of today's show. We normally would sign straight off, but we're not going to do it like this week. We're just going to say see you after the break and then come back with the announcement about the lockdown and the cases. But before we do go to the break, okay, please don't have any parties and be stupid and flout the rules. Here's my offsider.
Yes, as we said at the start of this video, make sure that you're following the rules and don't follow in the footsteps of the rule breakers who are having parties, so that we can all get out sooner and can have legal gatherings soon.
And remember, sanitize your hands, guys. If you touch something, okay, and if you are not well or develop any COVID-like symptoms, please stay home and get tested. Self-isolate for 14 days. Here's my offsider.
Make sure that you're still getting tested if you have any symptoms. Even if they're mild, just get tested anyway. If you're negative, then no harm done. Also, if you are positive, or if you look on the website that we looked at last week, which was the case locations, and you're a close contact, make sure that you're getting tested and then isolating for 14 days to help other people.
But if the situation is serious, please call 000. We will remind you of that at the end of the program. Also, okay, and lifeline, which will remind you of as well if you're struggling, okay. So don't go away. We've got the breaking news on the COVID situation and more about the rule breakers and breaches, and then that's a wrap. So stay with us. The news is coming up at 11 o'clock with Gladys and Dr. Kerry Cham, and hopefully the police minister and the minister. They all do a great job at those conferences. So stay tuned. We will have an announcement on the lockdown at 11 o'clock coming up in 17 minutes from now. So we will get ready to go and watch that all important announcement. So don't go away. The show is far from over yet. And Alec, if you are watching, good morning, mate. Hope you're tuning in wherever you may be in lockdown at the moment. And we've got the intro music and outro music, so you are part of the video. So stay with us. Plenty more coming up after the news at 11. But right now it is time for a tea break, proudly brought to you by Tedley Tea. Good morning, everyone. Barry in Georgia here with breaking news just coming out of Channel 7 and 9. Gladys did a wonderful job as usual, thanking everybody. And Dr. Chad here, okay, 32,000 tests were conducted yesterday. Here's Georgia now.
Yeah, so we had over 32,000 tests, with 18 new cases in the past 24 hours, but all of those people were in all or partial lockdown or isolation, which is a positive thing, but Dr. Chant said that we need to see 40,000 tests a day for the rest of the week, and obviously more people being vaccinated. But Gladys did say that she wants this to be the last lockdown, which kind of insinuates that the lockdown will be going for a bit longer. But she did say that tomorrow she'll put out when the lockdown will end or give us a little bit more information on that. Is that right, Barry?
Yeah. So the lockdown, I don't think will end on July 9, but I will give you an update on that tomorrow on episode 231. I nearly said 131. I'm sorry about that. So the lockdown, we know that it has been frustrating, and a further case at the Borkham Hills Centre again. Okay, so one further case there. Okay, so as we come to the end of today's program, 18 new cases in the past 24 hours to 8 o'clock last night, and 32,000 tests. So please go and get vaccinated if you have not been vaccinated yet. This is very important, and get tested immediately because Dr. Chan wants to see 40,000 more tests for the rest of the week, and also Gladys will be giving an update tomorrow on when this 2-week lockdown will end. We doubt whether it will end on July 9th, but it doesn't look very promising at the moment, and like I've said, I will give you an update on that tomorrow on episode 231. Okay, so at the beginning of the show, I said don't go out if not necessary. Okay, stay home and get tested if not well. Okay, if you develop any symptoms or even the mildest of symptoms, please do go and get tested. Here's Georgia.
Yeah, I think as well, all those things that you said are important to note, as well as Dr. Chan did say that of this cluster, this recent one, 26 people have gone to hospital, with 6 people in the ICU in total, ranging from their 50s to their 80s, and 2 of those people are on ventilators. So I think that's important to note, but also the vaccine, that's why they're pushing it so much, because people are less likely to go to hospital and have potential problems there if they are vaccinated with 2 doses of either Pfizer or AstraZeneca.
So as we close episode 230, guys, please We know this lockdown is taking its toll on everybody. Please, like we said, throughout the morning, please talk to someone if you've got concerns. Here's my outline.
Yeah, make sure that you're keeping in touch with people, whether that's digitally or people that you live with or people that you are able to see. When you exercise with them or anything, but make sure that you're voicing your concerns and keeping sane during lockdown.
And also, I will give you the lifeline number and emergency 000 in a moment. But please minimize your movements throughout the next couple of days, guys. And that includes the mums and dads with kids. We also know that it is coming to the end of the school holidays on July 9th, so we don't know whether some schools will go back next week, but I'm sure Gladys will give an update on what next week will look like. And I, of course, will keep you up to date throughout the day tomorrow on episode 231. Okay, we know that it's been absolutely draining for everybody, and including the school holidays. But like Georgia and I have been saying throughout the show today, and we will probably say this here next week on the show too, if we end up doing the show here, which is more than likely. But I will keep you updated on episode 231 tomorrow. Okay, so but like we said, there are plenty of things for you to do throughout this lockdown, like the meatball recipe, the sausage roll recipe, and things like that, and berry bread. And minimize your movements at the shopping center, so you need to get things delivered. Please order them online. Here's my upside.
Yeah, make sure you're using the resources that are available that can help you to minimize movements, as Barry said, online ordering of the groceries, making sure that if you can't online order, just go straight to the shops and straight back, and leave the roads and all the other places that people have to go for essential workers and people who need to help others.
Okay, so what we'd like to close the show with, I nearly said open, sorry. Okay, we'd like to close the show by saying, please be there for one another, okay? Support one another, show respect for one another, and care about one another. And talk to them if you've got a problem, okay? And this brings me on to the lifeline number, which I'm about to give you. You can call them on 131114. That number again. Get a pen and paper, a bit of paper, and write that number down. You can ring that number anytime, day or night. This is a 24-hour service. Okay, but if you are experiencing a medical emergency, please call 000 for an ambulance. Remember, only dial 000 in an emergency. And I'd like to close the show by saying that minimize the calls to 000. Okay, only ring that number if you've got an emergency, and I'll just give you the lifeline number once more. It is 131114, and they will be able to help you out with anything that you are struggling with. So on that, I'd like to say thank you all very much for joining us on episode 230 today, and we look forward to your company next week. I will wait and see what the go is with the lockdown tomorrow and give you an update on the situation regarding July 9th. Okay, but it doesn't look promising at the moment, but you never know. Some good news may come out of it, so stay tuned for tomorrow's case numbers, and stay tuned to your local television station for further updates, and check your website as well for new COVID alerts, because they get updated every day. So look up on your websites, guys, of where the exposure sites are. Okay, and we'd like to close the show with that. Here's Georgia to remind you of that before we say good morning to you now.
Yes, make sure that you're saving the emergency resources for people who are in need, who can't get to the hospital any other way, or they need some transport to the hospital. So make sure that you leave those resources open, and that you contact Lifeline if you have a mental health emergency that they can help you with as well, that Barry has given you the number for. So yeah, make sure that you're obeying that to keep everyone safe.
And write down things in a diary too, okay? Because it is very important. So we'd like to leave you with all those important messages this morning. And hello to everyone that's inside there. And Alec, if you are watching, good morning to you, mate. Hope you're staying safe and well. So from myself and Georgia now, it's a very good morning to you. Thanks for your company, and don't forget to whip up those recipes which we also mentioned today. So thanks for your company this morning on episode 230, episode 231 coming up tomorrow. But from myself, Barry Fair, in Georgia, it's a very good morning to you. Please stay home. Don't go out if not necessary. And we'd also like to leave you with that quote. Thanks for your company. The way it is Tuesday, July 6th, Barry Fair in Georgia. Wishing you a very good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for watching episode 230. Good morning, everyone.